try to make you understand custom actions also. What is upgrade? Upgrade is a process of updating the earlier version of a Windows installer package, that is adding, changing, and deleting new files and registries. So first of all, this upgrade, if we are going to do it for only MSI application. Why? Because for HC application, the most of the application automatically upgrades. If it doesn't upgrade, then with the script we can handle it by putting the uninstallation information uninstallation information first in the script, and then we are going to install the application of a newer version. But with case of MSI, you have to do the thing by using the upgrade table. You can do it via script also. Most of the organization follows via script. What they do, they give the product code information first for the all the older versions, and then they are going to install the newer version. But that is not the best practice, because few organizations are very strict, and if you have any MSI application, you have to do it via upgrade table. So you can see the screenshot. That is a screenshot of a upgrade table. Only these two things you have to add. So I'll explain all the columns one by one. So what it is actually doing, it's going to upgrade, means uninstall the older version and install the new version. So whatever will be the older version, it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever the. So for an example, you're going to install the newer version and the version is 10. And all the other users, maybe they will be having different version. It can be 1, 2, 3, or 1.4, 1.5, 9.6, whatever, lower than 10. It is going to uninstall that version, and then it is going to upgrade with the most updated version, which is version 10. So that is the adding advantage of using the upgrade table. You don't have to find the product code of all the older version and do it. Because for an example, there is an organization in which multiple users are having different types of version. So obviously, being a packager, you cannot connect to that machine and you can fetch the information. It's not possible because you have to take a system remote, and that is a time-taking process. So that is very difficult to do it. That's the reason, with the help of upgrade table, you would be able to do it very easily, because you are going to do the upgrade version. You have the information of upgrade. Whatever will be the lower version, if you are going to write that upgrade table, it is going to uninstall that. So the upgrade table contains information required during major upgrades to fully label the installer upgrade capabilities. Every package should have an upgrade code property and an upgrade table. So this is an upgrade table. This thing you have to add it. The upgrade code property in this column specifies the upgrade code of all products that are to be detected by the find related product action. So find related product action is one of the actions which helps to find which version is installed in user's machine and what is the version which you have mentioned in the upgrade table. And as per that, it is going to upgrade the application. So this is the find related products. Detect correspondence between the upgrade table and the installed products. So this action only helps you to find the version which is installed in user's machine. The upgrade code property is a GUID representing a related set of products. The upgrade code is used in the upgrade table to search for related version of the product that are already installed. It will be in the same format like we have a product code. Now, same format, it will be also an upgrade code which is in the GUID format, which is a globally unique identifier. Now, the upgrade code which is will be existing, it is going to first search whatever will be the older version, and as per that, whatever the version you have mentioned in the upgrade table, it is going to upgrade the application. Now, for an example, you will have a Google Chrome version 1, we have a Google Chrome version 2. So both the application will have a different product code, but the product code will be, but the upgrade code will be same. So Google Chrome version 1 to 10 or whatever the version of Google Chrome will be there. Every application of that Google Chrome with respect to the version, the upgrade code will be same. Only the product code is going to vary, because product code helps you to uninstall that application. So you can try that. You can open any any application with respect to the different version. For all that application, that upgrade code will be same, and it will be pre-existing. It is not something we are going to add. If I'll show you that this
And is it common for both the 32 and 64 and ARM?
yes.
Same for
For
everything, any
ARM, see, it
architecture.
is not there only 32 and 64 we do it. It will be same. So you can get this upgrade code information from the tool, either the install shield admin tool or from the Orca tool, and accordingly you can write it. Now, if you see the vendor MSIs, which are already created, then for most of the application, this table will be pre-existing. It wouldn't be like you have to add it. But yes, when you're going to take a capture or maybe some vendor would not have created, then you have to use this particular thing and you have to add it. So these two are, you can see both the upgrade code is same. So this example is a example of a Power BI application. So we are going to upgrade to the this version, which is 2.11 to 1161.0. This means that any version which is lower than 2.11 to 1161.0, whatever the lower version, it is going to uninstall that and then it is going to upgrade with the upper version. How it is going to get identified? That is with respect to the attributes. If you see, there are few attributes which I'll explain you after this slide. So there are few attributes like 513 to then 1024. Many attributes are there. If you are just going to remember this, if somebody is going to ask you how you're going to upgrade, you have to say we have to add two rows. First row will be both the rows will be containing the same upgrade code, and then you have to explain that in the version minimum also we are going to add the version, and in the version maximum also we are going to add. Just the thing is, in the version minimum where we have mentioned the action property will be which downgrade detected, and the maximum version, we have to add the action property as a Wix upgrade detected. So maximum upgrade, like that you can remember. Version minimum downgrade detected, but the version both are same. And then is the attributes, which you have to tell because these attributes will only help you to do the upgradation. Now, this action property which is mentioned, this should be part of the secure custom property, which I told you guys yesterday when we were explaining you about the property section. So when whatever will be the action property which you are going to write it, if you are going to use this upgrade table, you have to mention that in a secure custom property so that it becomes a secure public property and no one would be able to modify that. Now I'll explain you each and every column one by one. First is the version minimum. Version mean is a lower boundary of the range of the product version detected by the find related products. So that action will help you to find the lower boundary. Maximum will help you to find the upper boundary. Language. The set of the language detected by the find related products. If language is null or an empty string, find related products ignores the MSIDB upgrade attributes language exclusive and detects all language. So if you see here, we have kept it null. So if you are going to keep it null or if you are going to make it empty string, then whatever will be your system keyboard language, as per that it will automatically detect. If you want to specify particular language, you can specify, but that is going to work only for those machines which will be having that language. But you would not be sure for the customer, right? Maybe that application is going to get it installed globally, and everyone has a different language code. That's the reason mostly we keep it null, we keep it empty only, so that it can automatically detect the language. It is saying find related products ignore this MSIDB upgrade attributes language exclusive. This is an attributes, one of the attributes. So if you see the last attribute, which has a decimal 1024, this is the attribute bit flag name MSIDB upgrade attribute language exclusive. Decimal is 1024. It is going to detect all language excluding the language listed in the language column. So this is the bit flag name. Other attributes I'll explain you later. Then we have a remove. The installer sets the remove property to features specified in this column. If you want to specifically remove the features, we have a structure of MSI, right? Features, components, file, folder, registry. So if you want to remove the whole feature, then you have to set the property for the remove. Otherwise, that also you can keep it blank. And that's the reason we have kept it blank. Now, action property, which I already told you, explain you more in detail. When the find related products action detects a related product installed on the system, it appends the product code. As I said, for for same application with different version, we have the same upgrade code, but the product code is different, right? So this find related product is going to first detect what is the version installed in our system and what is the version which is specified in the upgrade table. And accordingly, it is going to append the product code. This means it is going to modify the product code, because for every application, same application with different version, we are going to change the product code. So it automatically going to append the product code to the property specified in this field. The property specified in this column must be a public property, and the package author must add the property to the secure custom property section, which I already showed you yesterday also, guys. Let me again show you. Uh, Property, where is PPP? Property, secure custom property. If you see, these properties are added. Wix upgrade detected and Wix downgrade detected. So this is how you have to add it. Now, yeah. And the other thing which it is saying that each row in the upgrade table must have a unique action property value. So this action property value also should be unique. You cannot write the same action property as two times. It should be unique. Now, first one I have explained. There we have few other actions also. The others are remove existing products, removes installed version of a product. It is going to This is a standard action which is going to lie between the install validate and install initialize actions. So these are the few actions. This one we will be using it in the custom action also. That's the reason I always put upgrade and custom action together, so that it will be easy for the candidate to understand. So this action, it is going to lie between the install validate and install initialize action. Install validate, what it is actually going to do, it is going to first check how much space you have into your system, and accordingly it will initiate the installation of the application. Install initialize, it is going to begin the installation, and install finalize, it is going to end the installation. So install finalize, it runs a script containing all operations in the action sequence since either the start of the installation or the last initialize action. Then this is the attributes. This is also one of the most important thing, wherein they ask that uh, they will not give you the bit flag name. They will ask you what is decimal 512 attributes. It's little difficult to remember because obviously the bit flag name is very huge, but yes, they do ask it. So for an example, in our application, we have mentioned 513 and 2. So first I'll explain these two. So 513 is 512. Okay. So 512 means it is going to detect the range of version, including the value in version maximum. So whatever the maximum version is there, as per that, it is going to detect that we have to upgrade the application to this particular version. Now we have two. Two will help you to detect the product and application but does not remove it. So two where we have mentioned in the minimum version. So with respect to the attributes two, it is going to first detect the version. What is the version? And then as per the uh, attributes 512, it is going to identify the maximum version, right? So this is the maximum version. So the application will be getting upgraded only to this version. For an example, uh, if an application, if a particular system has a version 2.113 installed, and if you're trying to run this application, it is not going to work. Why? Because the maximum version, which we have mentioned in the attributes 513, is 2.112. So it will not go above than 2.112. So whatever the upper version is there, to 1134, any other version other than this, it is not going to upgrade and it is going to get it failed there. Other than that, we have decimal one. Decimal one, what
Sorry,
it is
Saya.
going to do?
With respect to the attributes, here the table mentioned that 512, right? And the other table mentions it's 513. So how far
513,
we
yes.
can go? How far we can go?
See,
Can we?
basically, see, this is the screenshot which I have shown you now. This is something which is created by the vendor, not by us. Whenever we do it as a packager, we always write 512.
Okay.
So I would not
So how
suggest you.
far the vendor can go? They can go till
Uh,
five
so
one
I have
zero
seen
two
only
three.
one only. See, 1023 we don't give only because that is for detecting the language. Every
Okay.
attributes has some meaning. Okay.
In respect to upgrade, how far the vendor can go? So for here, instead
Only
of
one,
five 12,
I
they
have seen
went to
only
513, right?
513. Only 513 I have seen. I have not seen any other version other than that. And
Okay.
whenever I do the upgrade, I always use 512 and 2.
Mm. Yep.
The same thing, complete thing, I use it. Just in case of attributes 513, I make it 512. Whenever we were doing the practical now, so I have to capture, I have two application which I have captured. I'll show you also that is something which I have written. This is already written by the vendor, but that is I have written, made it as 512, and that works. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we have one decimal one. What it is going to do? You can use decimal one also. What it is going to do? It is going to migrate the feature, complete feature. So we have a what is that MSI structure feature component. So if you want to, what actually upgrade do? Either you can upgrade the complete feature. So if you upgrade the complete feature means a complete thing is doing. You can also do the complete clean uninstallation of the older and then the installation of new version. Or you can do few modifications if there are few addition of new files and all that. That also we can do. So you can use the one, but as I said, I always use two. But yes, if you want to use it one, you can use it one. But in the case of 513, you have to put it one because what two is going to do, two is going to detect the version, but it is not going to remove. But one is something, it is going to migrate the complete feature. So migrate the complete features, this means that complete MSI structure, the first instance is only feature. So that is only going to get migrated. So that's the reason I said you can use one. So this is one of the application. I think they have used one. See, they have used one. They have used one and two. Same thing, just that in place of 513, they have used one. So you can use any one of the two. You can see in the version maximum they have put one. If you want to complete the migration of a feature, then you can do it. Okay, now I'll go to 4 is left and 256. 4 is continuous installation upon failure to remove a product or application. So if you give 4, even if the application will not get removed the older version, it will continue to install for the older, but it will not remove the older product. So in that case, obviously it is going to collide. That's the reason we never get 4, but yes, we should know the description of the 4. Then we have a 256. 256 is going to detect the value which is mentioned in the version minimum, which is the lower boundary. So this is the attribute bit flag name. Every attribute has a name. For example, for one, it is MSIDB upgrade attributes migrate features. Two is attributes only detect. Four is attributes ignore remove failure. 256 attributes version minimum exclusive inclusive. 512 is upgrade attributes version max inclusive. And 1024 is upgrade attributes language exclusive. So that is all about the upgrade. I'll again cover it, guys, when we will be doing the practical. I know it is little difficult to understand, but just remember these two rows. and you would be able to easily do it. Now, if you have any questions, then please go ahead and ask. Any question, guys, or if you are means like you are unable to not understand, you can ask me. I will repeat it again. No questions?
Actually, it's a bit difficult to understand.
Yeah, I know, I know. That's the reason I said if you are
I
still
think
finding
I think you're gonna
eh,
stuck with two